Okay, my dog is in the mood. A huge mess behind me. It was Valentine yesterday and I was sick. But here I am, knitting one of these poncho for babies because another one is pregnant. And no, it's not me. It is 5 minutes over 8 in the evening. I'm home alone with the animals. I'm watching a stream. So if you hear that in the background, I don't think you should. But so yeah, I'm knitting one of those ponchos that I've been knitting once before for my big sister. She's also having a kid. And then somebody else in my fiance's family is having a kid. So I need to make a poncho. While I'm just sitting here, I'm like, why don't record a video? Although I do need to edit the one that I recorded last time. And yeah, I do have Lego behind me. All the old drawings that I have been drawing so a long time ago. Also, I don't get the quick launch to work on this thing. I have no idea what's going on. Also, my hair is having a heart attack, it looks like. So I have found things that I don't like when it comes to this tripod. DJI Osmo Mobile. I really want the camera, the Osmo Pocket, but like I do have a great phone. It just like to crash on me every time. Does everybody else with the iPhone, is it 16? The newest one. Does anybody else iPhone just crash? It is the worst phone that I have, or I had. Just me stupid being like, I want the newest phone. Since I think I had a 12, iPhone 12, but I like that one so much better. And now I'm using it as a second camera for my stream setup. Although the battery doesn't last long. And I just can't put it in the charger. I don't have that long of a charger. So that sucks. But yeah, I was sick yesterday. I was sick, so I peed the bed and I vomited in the whole apartment here. It's so bad for my boyfriend because it was him doing it, cleaning after me. He doesn't need a kid, he has me. And I'm older than him, but I don't know. When I'm sick, I just can't control my body. With the peeing though, I must have just passed out because I was on my way to the bathroom. Then I just fainted in the bed. I just fainted. I hate my body. But yeah, if you feel like I've been missing out on being on YouTube, I'm so sorry. I have, as I said, been streaming a lot more. So if you miss me, maybe try to catch me online, or I do post all of my VODs on my VOD channel. Oh, what's going on with the... Do you see what I mean? As I said, it is secondhand. It is so weird. The auto launch don't work. I think my phone's probably a little bit too heavy with the microphone. That could be. Do you see what I'm doing? There you go again. What the f***? I just don't get it. I think it was a little bit too heavy with the microphone thing. Another thing I want to play as well is Poppy's Playtime, or whatever it's called. Poppy Playtime, yeah. I know there's 3 chapters. 4? What the fuck? I'm not here. I'm not here. I know there's 4 chapters out there now, so we'll see if I can do that. But that will probably be on stream because it will probably take some time before I do that. A stream, we just finished Dead Space, the original one that I never finished on this channel. But we finished it. We started a new save and we finished it. It will come out here eventually sometime, but so many videos that I need to edit. Because I do record all of my streams as well. As I said, we just finished Dead Space, the original one. And now the community have voted that I should play Fear 2 next, because I haven't played that yet. So I should see that my tripod is low battery on. That's that. I also do have, I don't know how to crochet it. What a word, crochet. It's really a stuffed animal toy for babies. I don't know how to make him. already used up yarn. Took me like an hour or so, and I just need to get a new one. I just need to get a new one. If any of you are wondering what I'm knitting, what kind of yarn I'm using and all that, this is how far I've come to the baby's poncho. It is a poncho that I'm making. So this is the hoodie. This is gonna be stitched together on top here. So it's gonna look something like this, obviously longer. This is the yarn that I'm using. This drops snow, and I think there's 3 different yarns from snow. I'm using the unicolor because that was the prettiest green I could find, and the green code, it is there. And I bought this pattern a long time ago. It's a poncho. Look at that baby, isn't it cute? I already have knitted one of these, but that was in brown for my sister. I used an hour-ish just to get this far from when I started recording. I am a slow knitter, that's for sure. I just don't see the reason why to do it fast. Yeah, I just put in a knot, these 2 threads. It's the only way how I know to connect them. It's so dark outside. It's also super cold. Putting in a knot. Well, I don't have anything else to say. That was that. I'm knitting, and I still need to edit all these videos. I could probably show off how I edit videos sometimes, but I don't know, I find it really boring. But with that, I'll probably see you later, probably not, I don't know. Oh. Under her spell, I am back, up and running. Okay, let's see what that did. I need to be careful. Can rotate that one. Doing really cheeky, stealing money. Oh, I should have rotated that one before. Let me come and collect the things. Look at me, Ma, using my brain. No. Fuck. Here I was thinking I was so smart. Oh no, it is a time one. No! Hello. It is, which day is it today? It is 8th of March. So today I was thinking of, I hate that word. I was thinking my plans are to groom this dog today. I have all of the stuff here that I need. I just need to start because it's already 14:40 on a Saturday. I just needed to put some clothing away, so I'm sure that this isn't getting full of black hair from her. She is so hairy now. She really needs a haircut. So that is the plan today. I'm gonna bring you along. So I'm just gonna put in some before the haircut of my dog. Put in some after when I'm done. Because it takes some time. It's a whole project. It just takes the whole day actually just to groom her. And we'll see if I have time to give her a wash today. I don't think so. I think I only have time just to groom her nose, her legs, and her butt. Oh no, not your butt. Oh no. So, let's begin. So, this is her face before. She's starting to get her hair over her eyes so she can't really see. And then her paws. Her nails are starting to grow out and she's starting to get bushy. So that's basically, we don't need to look behind there. That just to let her poop a little bit better and pee. Excuse me, didn't this record? I was showing off what I used to have just to groom her. Bag of candy, because she did observation. Tangle fix, comb and a brush. This is the machine that I'm using. It's really good. We did have another one before, but that one broke down. And this 5-in-1 spray for all the blades, because they do overheat and that is not that good for the dog. And here I have all the blades and powder to make her stop bleeding whenever I cut her nails, because she do have black nails, claws, and I don't see where I should stop cutting. This is the claw trimmer I have. She's licking herself now. Disgusting. I'm using this for her paws. Pretty good. Like this one, it is a 5.58 14mm wide blade. And I'm not gonna use this today because I don't have time to, well, I don't have patience. I have two of the same blade. It is a 4FC 9.5mm for her whole body. That is the longest blades that I have, and that is just to get her really short for the summer. And then I have 3 more here. I think there are... I have 2 of the 10 and I have 1 of the 30. I'm not using the 30, I'm using the 10. And I have 2 of them because they overheat, as I said. So this is what I use for her face. Also the big parts on her paws and her butt. So I have 2 of those, and that's actually it. I'm just gonna use those 2 different blades today. So this is for the face, this is for the paw, the small little nooks and crannies that I can't get to. But if I'm gonna show you what I like to, I don't think I can give you a shower today. Since she's a poodle, I didn't get the shampoo that I wanted though. They didn't have any more in, but I usually use this. It's really good. It's a hydro boost, but this is just a conditioner. And trust me, I put it all over her body. But since they don't have this in the shampoo in the store that I bought it in right now, I'm using this for now. It also works pretty well, but it doesn't smell the same. And I like the smell of the Hydro Boost better. She's gonna smell like this anyway. Well, I should just start now. The clock is now almost 3. Let's see how fast I can do this. Maybe I will use an hour or 2, just because I'm not gonna do the whole body, but I do want to give her a good brush because she's shedding. So let's just start. You hear that, right? Just put on for the face first. Before I'm doing that, I like to prep it with some spray. And I don't know how well they're gonna see this though. But yeah, for just starting on her face, I just like to start around the ears and tucking her ears away. I'm gonna just start here. And you have to keep it really tight because otherwise you will cut her. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with that. And then I'm just gonna continue with that. Starting from here, then I like to start with the hardest part that is around her eyes, because she's super sensitive around there. Go over there, and this is the place that she hates the most, around her snout. I know that, I understand that. But yeah, I'm just gonna put on the time lapse. I will check in with you later when I think I have something to say. So now I'm done with her face. She's not even in the frame right now. She doesn't want to show you. I don't know if you can see here. Yeah. Done with her face. And I also do like to take down on her neck. Just a poodle thing. I don't get it, but it looks a little bit more blended out whenever you do that. So her face looks like that. I know it probably looks like I'm doing really bad things to her, but to be honest, I don't. Just so you guys don't think that I'm being a bad owner here, she do need to have her face cut every now and then. Now the only thing that is left for the face is just to get those I just need to cut some of her afro so it doesn't get into her eye. Basically, that is only thing that is left with her face. But now we're done with that. Time to spray this again. It didn't get that hot whenever I cut her face now, because I didn't use that much time. And every time that she's starting to move around and all that, I learned from the breeder just to turn off the machine whenever she's moving, so it doesn't get hot faster. So that is a tip that I always have taken with me whenever I'm grooming her. Whenever she's starting moving, I just turn it off. Or if I need to switch the position, I take it off. And then it is onto her feet. And yeah, I know this is the usually clothing that I have on whenever I'm grooming her. It doesn't fit me. It is old clothing. It's starting to get a little bit too tight, but that is what I'm using. But that is that. I now go over to paws, and that is one of the things that is taking the most time to do with this grooming session, because there's a lot of in between fingers, and on her front paw she had to have some swimming skin between her finger. But I do like to just start out with a big one, and for the in between and under her paw I go for this, because there's a lot of nooks and crannies that I just can't get into with this. But you can do it with this too, but it is much easier if you have a little bit smaller one for that. So whenever I'm done with one paw with grooming that, I do like to just snip the claws just to know that I'm done with that paw. But I don't need to think about that one even more, unless it's bleeding heavily. Then I need to look a little bit more on it, just to put a little bit more of this powder on the blood. And next week, while I'm recording this, next week, yeah, precisely a week from now, she will be 11 years old. It is her birthday. 15. Yes. The 15. So I'm just gonna go into it. So we're done with the face, front paw, and cutting her claws on the front. So now it is time for her butt, her back paws. I'm just gonna clean up while we go. I'm just sitting here and talking to myself and my dog, and you know what? Now that I've seen what the Osmo Pocket can do, I'm like, I really want it even more now. I could use it as a webcam. The Osmo Pocket. But, well, I'm just a little bit mad. Oh my god, hello? She's really stressed out now. But yeah, it is time for her butt. I usually just do the tail. So I do that much of her tail. I do see that I've taken a lot more up here last time I did it, but I like to do just that. Follow that all the way around. I don't need to show you down there. Trim a little bit in her private parts that you don't need to see. See? Just like that. So that was her butt and all that area. Yeah, she doesn't really like to do that. I understand it. Yeah, I just trim around on her things so a lot of things doesn't get stuck in her fur whenever she do her business. The business? Your business? Business? That's what I usually say for her when she's gonna do poop. That's that, and now it's just for the back legs, and you know about that from now on. It's a little bit easier, but at the same time harder, because on her back, but we don't have that swimming skin between her fingers. And yeah, I think that is that for today, and then I'm not gonna push it any harder just to give her a shower today. But yeah, it is just her back paws now, so see you when I'm done with that. So the camera, my phone can get a little bit rest. See you then. So just give her a good brush, finish up her thing. Now I need to just cut her. She's just laying down again. Just need to cut her bangs. And yeah, I've been using 1.5 hours. I'm just using the hair scissor that I got from when I went to school to be a hairdresser. Spoiler alert, I didn't become a hairdresser. But I do have the basics in, so that's why I just decided to groom my dog myself. It's a lot cheaper than to make a professional do it every month. The thing with poodles, they need to get groomed once a month at least. Yeah, when I did trim the claws on the back, one paw went really well and the other one was just a little too long, and I tried to trim it down to the length it should be, but then she started bleeding heavily on the one claw. I know it hurts and I'm so sorry. I'm bad at cutting your claws, aren't I? They're black, so I can't see where the nerves goes. It's much easier to do it with dogs that has white, almost see-through claws to see where the nerves are. A little bit better. You're a little bit more happy here now. You're gonna go out and get some food and water, and the cat is gonna get some wet food as well, even though she hasn't done anything to deserve it. Yeah, I'm happy about that. But yeah, now it is the after shots, and don't mind the floor. It looks so bad now, but I am supposed to clean this up. So this is her after, her face. Much better. This is the afro I just fixed up, and I just like to start with the ears. It doesn't really want to show off the ears here. Yeah, just starting with that. Yeah, this is the powder. It's on her nose now. I need to clean off. And then her paws. Looking much better. There we go. So this is much better now. And yeah, the butt. We don't really need to see that. So this is her after being through hell. She thinks it's hell. But yeah, I'm just gonna let her out, and then I'm gonna clean this floor. Done with the washing up here. Now I just need to wash up myself. The shower, don't really bother. The dog hasn't been in there. I'm using this microphone if you're wondering what kind of microphone I'm using. This is the one. Oh, now I just took up 2. But yeah, this is the one that I'm using. It is in here. I'm having this one on. So the second one is just in here, so I have 2 of them, and the receiver is on my phone. It's on my phone. But yeah, I'm taking this out because I'm supposed to just put it in the case now that I'm done. And I'm also gonna pack down the gimbal into this. So finally done. Finally. It is 10th of March. I didn't really get to do an outro to the video that the vlog that I just did. So the last thing you saw was me crocheting a snake. I didn't want to talk. I did have the mic on me, but my fiance was sitting right next to me and he was playing Zelda. And I just didn't want to talk. I don't know, I'm shy just in front of him too. I don't really like to talk whenever I know there's other people hearing me. Unless they are making the video with me. That is so much better. But I'm gonna show you the snake that I just crocheted. I just finished the snake and it became really long. So this is the snake. It did become really long. I made a brown snake because this year is in the Chinese zodiac. We are in the snake's year, but the element is wood, so therefore it's a brown snake. I did show a picture of the snake to my co-worker yesterday. He said it looked like a turd because I had swirling around like a snake, but it looked like a turd. And this is the first crochet project I have done in a really long time. And for what it's worth, I think it looks pretty good. I know I did some mistakes with it. And I know there's a lot more stitches here than when I got more into the end here. Because all of this is supposed to be the same amount of stitches from the neck into the tail. But I just couldn't. But I'm thinking of taking my dog for a walk and go to the yarn store we have nearby so I can see if they have any black yarn for the toothless plushie that I want to make. But either way, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like the video, and comment. I do read all of your comments. I do want to reply to all of your comments as well. If I'm just late, it's just because I haven't had time to sit down and see them. I'm not ignoring you, but I do look at all of the comments. I do. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!